Hey guys, Smitley here from EliteFTS.com, bringing you another training log here with video. This is my bench assistance work from Tuesday. We had speed bench for 9 sets of 3 against chains at 150 pounds starting this week. And just kind of going back to what I ran technically in my second phase. It's going to be the exact same weights, exact same setup, just working on faster bar speed and different hand placements. So nothing too different. If you would happen to go back and look that up, I think it's like week 6 or so, day 3 or something like that. Probably a very similar training session, but this definitely felt really good. My legs were still sore from squatting, but other than that, I felt really good. My bar speed looked good. Working on the pauses a little bit better. Holding on the chest a tad bit longer. Bar was coming up really fast. Technique looked solid, so I was doing a lot better getting my heels to the floor, staying tight, really emphasizing that stuff recently, and it's been paying off. And really good to see that I'm kind of doing it more consistently with the amount of sets that I'm taking. And this is the lower end of the spectrum, so that's why I got a little bit more sets than normal. But having the straight bar in my hands twice a week is probably going to catch up to me, so I'll only run it like this for an entire block, so 4 weeks, and that'll be it. Then it's looking like after this block I'm going to be looking for a meet. I think I've got one eyed, but I'm not saying anything yet, just kind of keeping things looked at until the end of the block to make sure things are going to work out the way I want to. But the way training has been going and the way I've been feeling, I'm feeling good and up for a meet. Had a nice amount of time off. I'll basically end up with 20 full weeks of off-season powerlifting training, and as you remember, I did some Olympic work immediately after Rome, just to kind of get my mind just kind of free for a while. So looking things down the long term, it's going to be good for the rest of the year, 2014, and thought I would go ahead and give an update on that. Trained rather late with this session. Just had some stuff going on, and it was actually a nice, cool evening for once, and it wasn't really sweating my butt off too bad, so this was a nice training session. Hit some close grip T-board afterwards. The 2 blocks ago, I hit 220 for 5, and it's 225 for 5. Last rep was a little bit slower than I would have liked, but it still moved pretty well for the other reps, so this is definitely progress. Triceps getting stronger. Then did some overhead work for 4 sets of 6. I started off with 165. I think I just got a little too ambitious, and the benching from Saturday was still kind of not necessarily lingering around, but I could kind of tell it got me in the squatting day prior. So I decided after this set of 165 to drop down to 155. Hit 3 sets of 6, and I'm going to run the overhead pressing with straight bar for 1 more week, and then revert back to dumbbells and higher reps to give my shoulders a tad bit of break and more blood and volume to keep them healthy, and but still actually working the delts. So when the last 2 weeks come up and I'm actually going the heaviest that I've gone, I should be feeling pretty good. But this 155 moved much better for the remaining sets than the 165. So next week I'll probably start at 160 and kind of see what happens. And if I got to drop back down to 155, I will. It's not a big deal. Like I said, it's just assistance work. But if I can make improvements, of course I'm going to. And that was really the bulk of the session. And then as you can see here in the accessory work, I just did some more back work, and then also some dips, and then some iso holds on the pull-ups, and face pulls and flies. So just a little bit of bodybuilding stuff, and that's really it. Thanks for checking in, and you can always keep up my training logs on EliteFTS.com.